I'm out on this stretch of river. I decided to row today. I love the row, and I'll kick it in here and row up this way, and it's a real nice workout, and it gets you loosened up to start digging, start sifting. I like it. Keeps you in good shape, but go up here and see if I can't find something. It's a real long, beautiful stretch of river here. And I will get back if I see anything. We're looking for ancient Native American artifacts. Get a nice row in here. Later. You know, that's a pretty crazy find, isn't it? Look at the notches on that. That's a net sinker. I haven't found one like this for a long time. That's a cool artifact, isn't it? Just didn't see cordage was wrapped around that, and that was thrown out on some kind of a net. That's awesome. You know, I thought I'd see this. This is a cool piece. Look, it's like pecked out in there. Definitely what it is. And it's just kind of chipped there. Just a crude net weight, but that's a cool one. And I picked this up first. Wait till you see what else was in the screen. Multiple other artifacts and a smoking arrowhead. All right there in that little pocket. Wow. Wait till you see what's up next. Later. Well, I just about crapped my pants. The same screen. I found this, and you know, I pick all the big rocks up because you don't want them, when you're dipping your screen, bouncing into fragile flint objects. Find this, pick it up, found it immediately. Dipped my screen and started sifting it in. And for what this point type is and how rare they are, I've been looking for one of these. The whole past week of videos, this is what I've been looking for, but I've just found other stuff and not these. This is the best of the best on these sites. They kind of look like Amos points, but they're late archaic true bow and arrow projectiles. The first bow and arrow projectile in my area. And that's hematite right there. That's another artifact. That's a nice artifact. I didn't see that. So we got the net sinker. I'm in a good layer over there. The piece of hematite I didn't even see. Look at the little flakes and the cracked up fire rock. Now look at this Riverton series bird point. Oh my God, folks. I have just been torching it this week. These are great points. Oh, this is sick. Oh, you know, this is the earliest true bow and arrow point I can find. And you can see it is Riverton series. Mirams, and there's several different, but oh, that's heat treated. Flint Ridge, and that black on it will lighten up a little bit. That's staining from being down. Oh, folks, that is a gem. That is just a killer. Oh, folks, and all of this in one screen. I gotta put this in my bag. I'll get back, man. That just makes my month. Later. Well, that isn't gonna lighten up much. That's black and white. It's got real dark inclusions. It's like spots, and oh, the material is just beautiful. It's just, look at the spots on it. Look how, yeah, that's a nice Riverton series bird point. They're late archaic. Look at that material. That's beautiful, folks. Well, I'm glad I could share. Later. So worked up, almost dumped this too. I dipped it again. I was going to look at it again. I forgot about that piece of hematite. But there's another artifact in here, and that looks pretty nice. It's a little piece of, man, it's really stained up like black. That's a whole facet on that side. And same with that, and it's got some little use on it. Kind of decent. Later. Going here, see the high cut bank? It's all eroded right in there. It's all falling down. There's big sections falling out, and it's 20 foot high. I'm feeling in here on the base clay. I'm only about 6 inches deep. That's all. This stuff's all just like, and look at the shovelfuls. Fired rock. It's laying all here. There's little bird points here. See that first screen? I'm gonna lay this screen all up. It'll take me a long time to fill my screen. It just will. This is slow going on places like this, but everything that was in that bank is laying right here for me to sift and get 99.8% of it with this technique. And just think about it like this. Take your best cornfield where you look erode it in half and be able to sift all the material in your best cornfield. It's like this all the way along the river. But sometimes it's hard to find this stuff. You gotta really use your shovel as a probe. See what I'm doing? Right there, I feel a pocket of rock. I'm gonna scoop it up. In the pocket of rock, once you get in it, you wanna kind of follow it. It'll be on the same plane up towards the base of the bank. You just wanna follow it like you would a layer of trash in the dump. Like when I'm in a trash layer with marbles in it, and I wanna stay in that throwaway, I'm trying to stay in that layer. I'm trying to stay in this layer right on that base clay. And then feel for the pockets in the base clay with the tip of the shovel and scoop it up. Right there. That's all you're doing. And it's the only way to get it all. And you know, you're never digging in the bank. This is all displaced material. So the longer it lays, you let it lay here, the wave action, the freezing and thawing, the stuff's getting destroyed. So this is all archaeological salvage, all of it. So anything I can find in a place like this and show on video, like that point I just found, how delicate it was, it came out during the last flood. In another 5-10 years, that point would have had tip busted off of it. Who knows what else. So that's what I'm doing. I want to explain myself. This is a great technique. I'm right in around a barge rope that's holding stuff in there now. There's rock all around it. See if we can't come up with another couple artifacts in here. Go home and work on a video. Thanks for watching. I switched to this shovel for this reason and this reason only. I like the wood handled ones, but most of those wood handled ones are thin steel on the shovel. This one's thicker, and I sharpened the very tip of it from about there to there with a file. And see the little edge I put on it, so it'll go easy through I just barely touch it and get that tip so it slides right on the clay. There's a lot more stuff I'm doing that can help you, and you want that thicker gauge steel so you can keep that edge on it and it doesn't damage your shovel. I like this shovel a lot. Later. Place felt good, and I got in a good pocket of artifacts and found that net sinker, that point, and that piece of hematite right there, all real fast, and the pocket's gone. I sifted it all. There's nothing else there to sift. There's just hard base clay here, just right under the surface, and all the stuff out of that bank's just laying on it, and you got to find it. And what I do is just go along the shore and feel for the rock. That's what I'm doing. I'm probing for rock the whole time. I ain't digging. There's just a little bit of rock laying right here, almost on the surface, just barely covered underwater. Right there some. I'm not getting a lot here, but there could very well be a nice big point laying right here, right at my feet. I just got to get it on the shovel and get it in the sifter. And you'd never find it laying here because it's always underwater right up to the base of the bank like this. There's good rock back in here. Look at the fired rock. It's all caught up in these logs. Man, it feels awesome. There could be another one laying right here. 2 or 3. Get into a 2 or 3 point pocket here maybe. Never know. Might not find nothing. But it's feeling good up in there. Big pieces of fired rock. I'll get back if I see anything. It took me about, I'd say, 8 or 9 minutes to fill up this screen. I felt rock on about every shovelful. See it? Fired rock. I take that all out first so I'm not kind of look at it. So it doesn't, see if there's any flakes in here. If there's not, I'll do like one more. If I don't see any, I'll move to a place where there is. This is what I do along the shore. Yep, there's a flake of flint ridge right there, a little finishing flake of, like, well, it's actually jasper, I think, red jasper. That's about all I see there. I don't see much else, so I'll probably move further up the shore. I want to see me seeing more flakes than that. One little one ain't cutting it. I'm pulling out rocks, or sticks and stuff here to sift, and look here, here's an artifact. There's another nutting stain. Look at that, that's nice. That side's pretty nice, huh? Nice hole, nice big deep one in that. We'll take that one. Skirting this, I forgot to turn on my screen. Yeah, there's a flake right there of a real nice, like that point's made out of. Right here by the kayak, look at all this broken fired rock. I don't see any points here yet. Let me get the leash down. We'll see. One flake. Yeah, there's another one. See, this is decent. You see there's a flake of Cousteau right there. See finishing flakes right there. I like to do this every now and then so you see exactly what I'm doing. I'm moving along the shore, probing with my shovel, looking for pockets of rock with flakes of flint and fired rock in it. And once I find that, I stay there a while till I'm not seeing it anymore. And usually during that process, I find an ancient artifact like that point, or that net sinker, or just something like that. There could have very well been 2 arrowheads in this screen, but there wasn't. But there might be here soon, and another one later. See, that's a little piece of stained up Indian pottery right there. That's the inside of the pot, and that's the outside. There's Mississippian cultural period stuff here too. I found several nice triangles here last year, beauties. See what else I can get. I'm in a pretty nice layer here. I'm gonna go a little bit longer, and then I'm in a high right now. I'm going across the river to West Virginia. I didn't even get this sifted down and see another piece of pottery. I must be where a whole pot's falling out of the bank. Here's a big one right there. That's the outside of the pot. That's the inside. All the little holes are where it was probably shell tempered. We'll take that. I frame all this up by sight so I can look at it later compared to the points. There's stuff all along this shore. Well, there's stuff along every shore. You just gotta find it. Finding all kinds of stuff like this in my screen. That's some kind of old stoneware bowl. That would have been nice. Look at it, brown glaze on it. Real old. It's, man, that's old. Probably 1870 or prior. Later, I decided to extend this a little longer, and I'm right in a spot I wrote up here. If you're a regular subscriber, I got stung by wasps, and I all broke out and welts and pretty much about died, honestly. My heart slowed down. I was in trouble that day. I didn't let on, but I got a nice one. Looks like another pentagonal type deal right here. And this, I'm 10 minutes into my second hunt. I'll just add this one to the first video, and now I'm gonna start another video. I'm making multiple videos a day, folks. I'm out sifting now, doing this full time. Right here. That's a mid-archaic pentagonal type deal. Not really pentagonal shape, but that's right what that is. I found a lot of them in here right below this cut bank right here. It's another nice one. That bird point's still way nicer, but that ain't bad. Alright folks, I hope you enjoyed. This is definitely the last find. I gotta do the multiple videos to make the most money I can. I hope these tips in this one help you too. See what I'm doing. Doesn't take a rocket scientist. Later. Alright, here's this little point. It's a pentagonal. It's right in that time frame. Middle archaic, like 5,000 to 6,000 years old. Not bad, not bad.